meeting Danny, and not just Danny, but meeting the people that she cares about has been amazing because it's like we develop one friendship, but then all of a sudden we have this bigger friendship, bigger group, and I feel that we're able to connect to more people. So I find that, through these friendship, it's like you have another person to count on, and it's just, it's amazing what can develop from like a coffee conversation, for example.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We started out with dates at like a cafe, uh, yeah, different cafes, and and then we realized that we like games, and we have I
And
have
food.
friends who like and food, yeah. We got a small group together at a friend's place, and we would have these game nights, and we would go to festivals. We would meet at Victoria Park and wherever that we've got different summer festivals that we ended up meeting at, and we met all kinds of new people. Well,
Well,
I got to meet Cameron, was a friend of
Cameron.
Daniela's, and I got to meet Louis, was Daniela's partner, and like
Yeah.
they are amazing people, and I would not have known they existed without Daniela. They made their own connections, and then their energy together and my energy is just is always sushi time
Yeah.
because we love to go out for sushi and make sushi. We made sushi at one point. But like yeah, we had lots in common, and yeah, it's a very good connection.
Yeah, I was
Awesome.
going to say with Cameron, like he's my colleague. So we work together at Volunteer Waterloo Region. So we definitely had that relationship at work. We work together, but he's now part of a group. So now we're a big group of friends. So he's not just my work colleague, but he's also now one of my best friends. And I'm very grateful for him. So Cameron, if you see this video, we love you.
One of the amazing things is because my partner is sociable when he's comfortable, but he's often very quiet and often won't even go out to an event if there are going to be too many people. He doesn't know what to expect. But when he's come out to a couple of the game nights, even like he didn't even need to come out to too many of them. He was just kind of like instantly connected to Louis, and he just had like was just instantly comfortable with that group, and so it wasn't even a question. Like if we would get together, he'd be like, I'm there, which is a big thing for him because he doesn't usually do that. So it usually takes him a long time to warm up and to people, and this group was just very easy for all of us. When we get together, it's just like a no-brainer.
Great.
I had a big move recently, and I asked if Daniela was well. I didn't actually ask. I was just like saying that I had a move coming up, and I was trying to figure out how to get some of my bigger items, like my pantry shelves and stuff, over to the new place. And she and her partner just were like, "Well, we have a truck," and I was like, "Oh, cool." So they helped me like twice, like two different days. We took a couple of loads, just stuff in the back, and they helped me take it up to my new apartment. And yeah, they've been awesome.
Yeah, like being there for each other. And it doesn't mean texting each other every day or seeing each other every weekend because Danny's busy. She has a job. She just moved. I have like jobs and stuff. But is that like being there for each other and and that kind of kindness and compassion. I wanted to talk about that's another great example that happened not so long ago. Danny was planning a surprise party for her partner and she invited us and she organized it. She did everything, like we all knew what to do. And we were supposed to meet at the train and we were supposed to surprise her partner. But I had such a terrible week because I was in school, I was not sleeping, my mental health was not the best. And when I saw them, I totally forgot about the surprise because I was scared of them missing the train. So I'm like, Danny, I'm here. Danny, I'm here. And I kind of ruined the entire surprise. But I remember when I shared with her that, my week that I was very sleepy. I hadn't had a chance to sleep. she was not upset that, she could be like, oh my God, you're terrible. Like, but she cares so much about my health and how I was feeling. And I think that was like, wow, like it's amazing what just a little bit of, kindness can do. So that was
Yeah.
funny.
You didn't ruin anything. It was still a surprise. It could completely change someone's life, like even just one individual. Like I notice the pattern for myself that I'm not always comfortable right away, but then someone comes up to me and initiates the conversation, and then I'm more open and comfortable with them. And then like sometimes it changes for the whole night or the whole event that we're at. Like it,
Don't be afraid to be uncomfortable.
mm,
Because again, like when you're young, you want things to be in a certain way, and you want everything to be your way or around your expectations. And that's not what true friendships are. True friendships are, recognizing that you're unique, but so is the person you're meeting with. That you have needs, but so is the person you're talking with. But how can you cultivate that
to
friendship?
wait and see what happens, because where I would have a first encounter with someone and it didn't go so well and I was very uncomfortable, and then it turns out that they're like this amazing person and they're the ones that I kept in contact with, and that it future encounters were like they were like the best people, and either you catch them on a bad day or you see something that's like part of them that makes them awesome. And I just had like I needed to have more encounters with them, and it turns out that they are very like just great to be with. And so to give people a chance and some time and get to know them, and you can meet some really amazing people.
Belonging is, for me, is understanding that every person has a unique story and identity. And our job as a community is to empower others to share those stories with the community, and seeing goodness in every person. We're all different and unique. We have our own gifts and stories. We talk a lot about big social issues like racism, homophobia, and all those things. And we think that one person in this world is going to be in charge of fixing it. We think, oh, politics, a prime minister, they need better policies and stuff like that. But all those issues, they require social responsibility. So
Yeah.
technically, we all have to take a part in, like we all have to work together. And it's not like we're gonna fix the issue, but because sometimes people tell me, oh, but you will never change it. Like it will, no matter what you do, it will never change. But every little action that you take counts.